did it. Oh, Lord. Copy. Boom, boom. Hey, baby, we back. My bad. I had to do a little thing. Peace and love. Nubian Queen. Queen Me TT. Welcome in, baby. All of you. New and true. Peace, TikTok, and it don't stop. Ooh, yeah, and it won't stop. Boom, boom. Ooh. Meek said, "Hi, I'm sad, and it's my birthday tomorrow." Right, we get to choose these emotions. So you're choosing sadness. Regardless of what's going on, you're choosing it. So remember, you have the choice to choose different. I'm not sad. I was reading the comment from my lovely. Thank you. Peace, Ray Bay. Thank you, Nigelange. Let's go ahead and get started. Hold on. Let's not get started and the cards all the way over here. Oh, I took them out. Okay, we good. Let's go. Peace to you, my love. So below as above, it's a pleasure to connect with y'all again. It's a pleasure to share this space with you, rather, again. Meet us here every night on the Crystalinemarsshow. I'm your co-host, Mrs. Duüblè Jones. I am the lady with the stones. I created myself a Come Here Today. I repurposed a Come Here Today. But on the website, crystalinemarss.com, we also have some Leave Us Alones, okay? We offer free shipping to all of our lovelies who are based in the U.S. for all orders placed over $75. But head over to the website and claim your piece today. We have crystal jewels, gems, tools, and Brother Logas and I also offer spiritual services for you. So you pick and choose how you want to use the energy that's here for you. Also, connect with us, follow, like, subscribe, share the tribe, and vibe with us on all platforms. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and our handle is at Crystalinemarss. Send your love offerings in if you would like to be a part of our collective 8/8 ritual. All right, y'all know I'm gonna do our monthly collective rituals on the 12th and the 21st per usual. The 12th is for our love and release. The 21st is for money and protection. But for the 8/8 portal, that is going to be you manifesting the dream reality, your dream reality, you manifesting whatever desires it is that you have on your heart around love, career, personal development, spiritual growth. I will be conducting a ritual on the behalf of the collective. And so if you'd like to be a part of that, y'all can begin to send your love offerings in to Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, or Zelle. You set your intentions, and adding your name to the petition is going to add your name to this fire-ass energy that I'm going to be working with, okay? So y'all can send your love offerings in, and don't forget, every $5 of love that you send equals a name entry into our jewelry raffle. Congratulations to our July winners. If y'all did not DM me to claim your piece, please do so. And if you don't know if you won, replay the live from last night. All right, that was episode 161. And you can scroll towards the end. You can watch the entire show if you'd like, but if you want to go straight to the winners, scroll towards the end. I do still have them written on the board, so I could go ahead and run it back, Congratulations to Philip Lobb, Danelle Smith, Fawn Toth, Elena Charles, Jermaine Eaton, Jacqueline Williams, J.E., Kyla Boykin, and Chill Dude. All right. So some of you have DM me to claim your piece. Some of you have not. So please do so so I can get your shipping information and all of that to get your baby boo sent out. And thank y'all for being so graceful and patient with us as we process and ship your orders. If you have yet to receive a shipping confirmation, you will be in the next batch, which is going to be on Monday. So you may get a shipping label. I'm gonna probably it is my intention to package, process some more orders on Sunday, and I'm going to actually ship them out on Monday. All right, so let's go ahead and move on, and thank you to all of you who have exchanged love and who will in the future. Ashe. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the message of the day. All right, and I had a message of the day, but then I changed it. So the message of the day, as you can see based off the title and also in the Instagram title, I wrote the message of the day is surrender. What did it say? Oh, surrender to the flow of life and embrace the restorative power of rest. Surrender to the flow of life and embrace the restorative power of rest. It's often that when we get in our go mode, when we get in our bag, that we do not give ourselves permission to rest. We feel guilty for asking for a day off. We feel guilty for choosing to sleep in a little bit just to catch up on some rest. We feel guilty for, not choosing to do some work when we could be, when we quote unquote should be, whatever that is, forgetting the power and the restoration that happens in the rest. All right. But the message that I had originally, which our lovely inspired me to bring back, is peace is not something you find. And let's say blank is not something you find. Joy is not something you find. Happiness is not something you find. Love is not something you find. But let's go with peace, because that's what I said. Peace is not something you find externally. It is an energy that you choose despite the potential presence of stressors. So all of these emotions, all of these energies, okay, these consciousness, it's a choice. It's choice. When things happen, your body, your mind processes it and chooses how it's going to react or respond to it. So let's say by autopilot by default, you just responded to something that triggered you. You can make a conscious choice to shift what emotion you want to feel. Will you feel gratitude? Will you choose acceptance? Will you choose peace? Will you choose sadness? Will you choose guilt? Will you choose shame? I want you to think about what you're choosing. Will you choose blame? So whatever it is that you're seeking externally, I want you to remember that it's a choice that you choose internally to feel, to radiate, to experience. All right, so that's the message of the day. You are where you are because you choose to be there. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Take accountability. Take responsibility of the choices that you are making. Don't give your power away and blame it on your circumstances or the people around you. Meek said, I guess I have to work on my choices, but it is easier said than done. It is. But it's easier to do when you remember that you can just do it. It is that belief, that story, that connection that you have to that. It's easier said than done, because by you saying that, you're literally telling your subconscious, this is hard. And so therefore, that's what you will experience. But when you remember, it's easy to make a choice. All influence aside, you are choosing. Just like you choose, what music you're going to listen to. You choose what outfit you're going to wear. You choose what you're going to eat. It's a choice. And though we may ponder, ooh, what am I going to eat? Though we may ponder, ooh, what am I going to wear? We have this closet. We have this collection of things that we can pick. But all we have to do is just tap back in and what is it that I want to wear? What is it that I want or I need or I desire to eat? That's what I'm going to do. And when you make the choice, it's done. But the more we sit there and say, oh, this is so hard. What am I going to wear today? Oh, what am I going to wear today? We're going to freaking stay there. The more we sit here and think, ooh, what am I going to eat for dinner? Okay, I got that restaurant right there. I could cook. What am I going to cook? The longer we stay there, we're going to stay there. Now, Shay, let's carry on. Choose to carry on. Choose to carry on. Because at the end of the day, life's still lifing. At the end of the day, the planets are still planeting. The transits are still transiting. We choose to paralyze ourselves when we stop. Flow. We in a month 8. Flow. Don't stay in the space for too long. Even the happiness and joy. The goal is to we gotta remind this. We gotta remind ourselves of this. Positive neutrality. That complacency, that energy of just neutrality. And we're going to experience that bliss and that joy and that happiness. And then we're going to come down. It's a wave. It's a wave. And it is the illusion of us, oh, I always want to be high vibe. Sometimes you're just going to be in the middle. Sometimes you're going to go a little low. And then we're going to go back up. But it's that just be fluid in that. Because you're going to be low. And then you're going to find your way easing on back up, and you're going to be in that positive neutrality. Then things going to be good, and then that good going to wear down. It's like, okay, all right, I'm cool again. Oh, here go the bullshit, bitch, down. Okay, whoo, that's over. All right, everything is everything. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm grateful for this. Everything's cool. All right, that done came down. Okay. Oh shit, here go that bullshit again. It's a wave. But we choose to clog the damn pipe, and we get here and we're like, oh, how did I end up back here? How did I end up back here? I just want to go back up. And we're not accepting the flow of the universal infinity energy. But when we accept that, it's going to be like that sometimes. shit, I'm just not gonna be with the shit sometimes. Shit, I'm gonna be happy and, just in this positive, free spirit, go lucky energy. And sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm gonna just be cooling. Ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing right. And when we allow ourselves, when we choose acceptance, we then allow ourselves to flow. Now let's go ahead and flow into the daily energy. So happy birthday, lovely. All right. Happy birthday to all of our Leo babies. Happy rebirth day to us all. Happy rebirth season to us all. But this is going to be the daily energy for August 3rd, 2024. And remember, the duality always exists. This is Saturn day. So this is that. Saturn is represented by the number 8 in numerology. And Saturn day is Saturday. So speaking of the freaking flow, let's flow with it. Flow, don't ego with it. We got to definitely be mindful of the ego, especially now with the Leo energy that's heavy. Leo has a lot of positive, confident, courageous, joyful, happy energy that comes with it. But Leo also has a shadow as well, which can be very egotistical, very materialistic, right? And so very prideful, very silver-tongued. As I speak, something is literally in my throat, and I don't like that. Hold on. So on this day, it could either go two ways for you. So it's a 3-day, so that's Sagittarius. By nature, Sagittarius is very optimistic. Sagittarius is very outgoing. Sagittarius is very happy. If you know any Sagittarius, you know they always a vibe to be around. Right? So overall, on one end of it, you may find yourself being in that lighter, optimistic, positive vibration, happy energy. But then the moon is in Cancer. All right? The moon is going to transit into Leo at what time? Okay, so the moon is going to enter, so belay my last. The moon is going to enter Leo around 7:10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, and so with the Leo being in moon, with the moon being in Leo, this is going to, a lot of us may find ourselves either being ready to accept our reality, accept our calling. And some of us may feel more on that, I want to stay in that Cancer, I want to stay in the shadows, I want to stay in my comfort zone energy. But the new moon is on August 3rd, so we're in this shadow period so you're already feeling this Leo energy. And so with this, you're going to be feeling more at home with yourself. Now, depending on the cleanliness of your home, that will determine how you feel. And when I say the cleanliness, I mean if there are some residual things that you have been sweeping under the rug, it's going to be illuminated now. And you may not feel comfortable with being at home. You may want to keep running, or you may not be all right with staying still. You may not be at peace because it's chaotic inside. It's chaotic inside your mind, inside of your womb, and things like that. So either you may feel very optimistic, or you may feel very comfortable with being at home and feeling more connected with yourself again, or you may not feel too comfortable with yourself and the environments that you are in. But some of you may find yourself being very low-key on this day as well. And in your low-keyness, you're going to be attracting a lot of energy. This energy can come through calls. It can come through, you minding your business and everybody want to talk to you, or you're receiving a lot of compliments, a lot of offers and things like that, and you just minding your business, not even looking for it, but it's looking for you. That's the Sagittarius energy. Some of y'all may have not been feeling supported or seen, and on this day you may feel seen and supported as well, because everybody loves a Sag. Anybody born on a third, you know, like you have that attractive energy and you know what that feels like. So some of you may feel that as well. But on this day, definitely allow yourself to move into a space of fully letting go and preparing for this renewal, preparing for this new cycle ahead with this new moon in Leo and the energy that it is bringing. Self-care on this day is going to be a great thing for you to do. You may have things that you need to take care of, so you may not have the whole day to really tend to yourself, but you can do this at night or tend to yourself in the morning. But at this time, we're really being called to focus on our sleep and our rest. And this isn't just something that we're being called into for this day on the 3rd, but this is something that we're being called to invite into our energy moving forward. Y'all know we're in the month of Capricorn, the 8th month. And so this speaks of our routines for our wellness. And so we need the rest. We need to focus and prioritize our sleep so we can do what needs to be done. So if time allots, allow yourself to rest on this day. Get into bed a little earlier. Whatever you need to do at night, get it done so you could get relaxed, okay? Gentle exercising like stretching, Tai Chi, yoga, going for a brisk walk is going to be a great thing to do on this day as well. Definitely prioritize self and what you need. With this Leo energy, Leos can be very self-centered, so it's going to be nothing for you to go inward and tap in with yourself and say, myself said, what do I need? I need some fruit. I need some sunlight. I need to ground. I need a bath. I need to clean my house. I need to smudge. What do you need? All right. And an affirmation that I wrote down that you can repeat after me is, I surrender to the flow of life and embrace the restorative power of rest, as the title is. I surrender to the flow of life and embrace the restorative power of rest. Meditate on serenity and acceptance and flow with the universe soul energy. So that is the energy for August 3rd, 2024. And we're going to go ahead and transition over to the next segment of the night. Which is the stone of the day. And the stone of the day, in honor of Leo season, I wanted to pull out a solar plex chakra stone. And so the stone of the day is 20% off for you if it resonates. So just DM us or reach out through email for our YouTube lovelies if you're not on social media. And I'll gift you with the 20% off, and you'll get free shipping if you're based in the US. But here we have Bumblebee Jasper. And your Bumblebee Jasper is great for bringing in that confidence, helping boost that self-esteem, and also activating that solar plex energy. All right. And it's wrapped in copper. And to those of you who don't know, any stone wrapped in copper, the copper is going to amplify that energy as well. So Bumblebee Jasper, it's available on Crystalinemarsshow.com. If it resonates with you, if you've been doing some solar plex energy, if you are scared and find yourself choosing to be stagnant because you're scared of the unknown, this Bumblebee Jasper is definitely going to assist you with moving forward with confidence and trusting in the divine flow and trusting in your God body, trusting in your God consciousness, trusting in your God positioning system, your GPS. All right, so Bumblebee Jasper is the stone of the day, and if it resonates, let me know and I got you. All right, y'all, so I want to go ahead and do a spiritual exercise with you all tonight. If you are not in a space to do this exercise, I ask that you just hold space and meet us back here. It is my intention. We did have some issues last night. Our YouTube did not upload last night's live, and I was so upset because last night was such a vibe. So my apologies on the behalf of YouTube for our YouTube lovelies, because some of our YouTube lovelies do not have social media, and so y'all were looking forward to the live being saved and it wasn't. But hopefully we don't have that issue tonight. And so if you're not able to do the spiritual exercise, meet us back here. The live will be saved on Instagram and YouTube at Crystalline Mars for you to join us, okay? So if you are in a space and you're ready to do our spiritual exercise, I invite you into a space of relaxation. So you may lay down or you may sit up, whatever you need to do, but just get comfortable. And I'm going to do a few breaths to center myself, and we'll be getting started. So go ahead and take some breaths as well, some conscious, intentional breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, and then we will move into the spiritual exercise. All right, lovely. So I invite you to close your eyes and focus on your breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And with every breath, you will feel lighter and lighter and lighter. I want you to now visualize 2 yellow balls in front of you. And they are parallel to each other. And with each breath, visualize the ball, both of them expanding. Rub both of your physical hands together and create some friction. Continue to rub your hands together and create this friction until you feel the warmth. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. Continue to hold this vision of these balls. And I now want you to hold both of these balls in between your hands. Now expand your hands. Expand both of your hands and visualize both of these balls in the center in between this space. And stretch your hands out, extend your hands out as large as this ball chooses to expand. you are holding this ball, you are literally the manager of this ball. You may begin to feel the weight of the ball in the palm of your hands. Hold your hands upward, and you may feel the energy resting in the palm of your hands. On the left side, I want you to feel the weight of this ball. And on the right side, I want you to now tap into the weight of the ball. This is your divine masculine and the divine feminine energy that exists within you and outside of you. And now it is time to bring both of these energies together so they may work together collectively. You may begin to feel tired in your arms, and I need you to pull this strength in so you may hold the weight of these balls, remembering that you are strong enough to carry the weight of the responsibility that you have. And so let's now bring both of these hands in front of you. Move slowly, remembering that these balls cannot drop. Slowly bring both of your hands in front of you, continuing to focus your energy on both of these balls. Move as slow as you need to. And the closer these balls come together, you will see them literally combine until they are one. And bring both of your hands side by side. Your pinky fingers should be kissing each other as you hold this ball that has now combined from 2 to 1 in front of you. And you may now feel the ball, allowing yourself to feel this ball. Is it hard? Is it squishy? Are you even able to feel it? Some of you, your ball is so hard you can't feel into it. You just feel the weight of it. Some of you are not even able to move your hands around the ball because it's that large. And I now want you to bring this ball towards your physical temple. Bring your hands toward your physical temple, allowing for yourself to immerse in this bright yellow solar energy, bringing both of your hands down to your solar plex chakra. Breathe. Woo. Breathe and visualize yourself now engulfed in this yellow energy, this yellow ball. You are now home. You have now called back your power. You now remember that nobody can get in your way but you. You are whole. You are complete. You don't need anyone or anything outside of yourself to validate you, to confirm what you already know. I need you to repeat after me. I am that I am. I am connected to the core of me. I am a creative expression of the universe. This power for not only my wellness, but for those around. YouTube, you had a hiccup, but you didn't miss anything. According to Jessica's comment, you made it all the way to the end. Ashe. Connect with your citrines. Connect with your heart chakra stones. Leo rules the heart. Be love. Ashe. Your morganite. Your pink tourmaline. Your green aventurine. Your pyrite. Your tiger's eye. Your amethyst. Your carnelian. Your green strawberry quartz. Strawberry quartz. Moss agate. Labradorite. Ashe. We're gonna go ahead and flow with the show. I'm just gonna pull a few angel numbers. Asali. I cannot yell. Asali. I literally cannot yell. Hold on, y'all. Asali. You ready? I've been online since 8:30. 8:35. Ashe. 12:12. Persistence. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. With this new moon energy, some of y'all are manifesting new love. 12:12. And 1221. So that 33 is showing up again. 1221. Taking initiative. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. We have this Capricorn energy. The devil came up. There's some energy that has been holding on and you've been slow to clear it out, and it's building up and you need to clear it out. Cleansing. Internally and externally. Fasting. Yeah, we got the Five of Swords, the Sun in reverse, and the Five of Wands. So some of y'all are in a very trying time right now, and it's hard for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But the light is here. You just need to shift your perspective. Flow with the Ace of Cups. Some of you may benefit from investing in a cleanse candle on Crystalinemarsshow.com, or even an empowered candle. The Ace of Wands. Some of you are about to go on embark a path of creative expression. Like some of y'all are about to create something new. We have the Magician, your mind power. So definitely work with this new moon to set your intentions around love, career, money, whatever it is that you want to free yourself from. Your I am affirmations, speak them. Today is Face-to-Face Fridays too, y'all. So if y'all want a reading, or if you want to join the live for any spiritual guidance, today is the day for that. You can send me a request to join the live. Yeah, we have the High Priestess. Your intuition has been spot on. Stop second guessing yourself. You know what needs to be done. You know what's going on. Stop second guessing yourself. You know exactly what's going on. The Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So don't worry about, because there may have been some energy where you were, you wanted external. You want a reading, Victor? All right. There may have been some external energy that you were expecting for this to come from, and I feel like it's going to come from a different form, from a different source. Whatever you was like, and it's coming through. Victor, general love, career, do you have a specific question? General love or career, do you have a specific question? And that's the energy, that's the collective energy, y'all. When I do the spiritual love life, yes, okay. All right, what came out? We have the Ten of Wands. And so that's you carrying a burden. I really feel like this is a collective reading, but this is specifically for renewed baby boo. But I do feel like a lot of people are going to resonate with this reading. You've been carrying a burden for a very long time, a weight. And the choice is yours. The choice is yours. You're going to have a lot of choices, a lot of opportunities on maybe what you want to choose, what energy you want to choose, who you want to choose to do life with. But the obstacles are being moved out of the way with the Five of Wands in reverse. So whatever obstacles you have been experiencing, there may have been some competition. There may have been just energy sent your way that has literally been causing a blockage. Is being moved, and you're literally going to have limitless opportunities. You said, I know who you're talking about, Ashe. We have the Three of Swords. So there may be a breakup that happens, or maybe you already had this breakup, but there is some energy that has to be severed. Cord cutting ritual. Allow yourself to walk into this new chapter with the old things being where they were. You may be trying to enter this next cycle with old energy, and it cannot go. And I feel like you're trying to hold on to it, and it's really burning your hands. Release it. It may hurt. You may hurt somebody, and I don't feel like it's intentional, but it's time to go. It's time to go. What is this? The Seven of Pentacles. Something's not growing. You've been watering something that is not growing. And we got the Two of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's just time for you to shift focus and be honest with yourself about your reality, and be honest about what really is and what's not. Because you may be very intentional with the seeds that you're planting, but that's not the reality of what it really is. And so what is being reflected, what truth is being reflected back to you? But with this King of Swords, I feel like there's some truth that you're going to have to use your throat chakra, and it's towards somebody that you love, and it's like a hard truth kind of thing. Or maybe this is you accepting a hard truth. But be honest about what it is that you desire, and stop lying to yourself and other people and saying that it's okay and you will accept what you know you don't want, or you know what's not working. Ashe. So we're going to go ahead and transition into the spiritual lesson, y'all. We can see you.
Peace, family.
Yes.
Today's spiritual lesson, which I guess is like a part 2 to spiritual lesson, when I talked about how men need to stop arguing about stupid things and women need to stop lying about stupid things, right? So then let's get into the crux of why men tend to argue about stupid things and why women tend to lie about stupid things. It's pretty simple. It's men argue about stupid things because when they feel like they lack power, right? Lack control. That power also comes in the form of lacking knowledge or understanding, or lacking the ability to achieve or control, their environment, right? While women will lie about dumb things due to the lack of confidence, lack of confidence in themselves, lack of confidence in what will happen if they admit their downfalls or their mistakes or or blunders or what have you, right? Lack of confidence, right? So for men to overcome the lack of power, you have to continue to improve yourself so that you continue to grow your power, which make it easier for you to let go of stupid things to argue about, right? That's why women with lack of confidence, the way that you make up for that confidence is by accepting the fact that you are a flawed person, and not only are you a flawed person, but that you not only need to improve yourself, but you are working on improving those flaws, right? And being able to accept it and just admit those flaws in the moment, and not what tends to happen is that you'll admit it, but after the lie or after the argument about it, right? Which already creates trauma and creates emotional scars and wounds, right? Instead of just being able to admit it right in the moment, but you got to just change the perception of by me admitting to the mistakes, I am able to then grow in real time at that moment. And that is today's spiritual lesson. And along with the lack of power for men, reading, studying, working on your body, gaining more skills, whether it be occupational or maybe combat skills, or health or spiritual understanding skills, parenting skills, whatever, right? History skills, all of these different things, right? And that's the spiritual lesson. Now we're going to the Q&A or to any spiritual clearings. Okay.
That was earlier.
All right, no questions on YouTube. Thank you for the roses, Bunny B. Thank you also for the gift badge as well. Let's see what we got. This where we're at?
That wasn't really a question, but yeah.
How Big G, how one can be honest with himself if all I've been is honesty, and each time it's been a painfully learning experience. So how can I really know what is honesty? I do not have any reference of it. I get what you're saying, Big G, coaching, right? Yes, I'm sure you are honest with yourself, but see, there's levels to honesty. It's believed that there's just one level of honesty, but there's actually levels to it. Meaning that, what you are, admitting to yourself, acknowledging to yourself is completely true, most likely, right? It's probably completely true. But it's just the more that you learn, the more honest you become, right? The more information that you receive and that you uncover, the more wise you become, the better understanding you gain. It's not that you necessarily were dishonest with yourself. It's just that you're only honest to the level of which you know things. So the more that, in order to become, so what you have to do is become more honest, and the way you become more honest is by gaining more knowledge and wisdom. That's how you become, more. That's how you improve in your honesty. If you're already completely honest as far as morally is concerned, then you just have to improve, to grow your honesty, and you grow that through improving your understanding, expanding your understanding. It's Alana. Just curious, but are all spiritual lessons about men and women and in relationships? Are all spiritual lessons? No, not all spiritual lessons are about that. So that answers that question. Right. I feel they're mostly relationship based in between men and women. Well, there has definitely been I would say a trend of a lot of my lessons dealing with men and women and relationship based. But there was a time where it was not the case. I was focused on a lot of metaphysical things, right? Recently, either a day or two ago, what did I do? I did something that wasn't a relationship at all. What was that? That was
yesterday you did offerings.
Oh, it was offerings, right? I did offerings yesterday, right? So yesterday I did offerings, right? So then I'll bring clarity as far as the relationship part then. What is the point of you learning astrology and you learning the zodiacs and you learning the offerings and you learning the rituals and you're learning, the stones and the crystals and you're learning the colors and you're learning the planets? What is the point of learning all of those things? Well, it's to improve your life. But how do you improve your life? By improving your relationship with everybody else. That's the only purpose. Okay, you want to attract money. Attract money for what? So where you can buy a house and buy a car and buy things and be in the house by yourself and drive the car with no one else on the street. Right? Everything that is achieved, that is created, that you experience requires other people. It requires other people. And the first most important relationship is between you and, it's between you and your your partner, you and your family member, you and your friends, right? Before you start going out into co-workers and bosses or employees or peers or what have you, right? Associates and business partners and things like that, right? Even monks, if you want to be a monk and, be all, in the mountains and everything, monks don't do it by themselves. They do it with other monks. They all live together with other monks, right? Nuns live amongst other nuns. It's like no matter what spiritual place you go to, they have to have a relationship, a strong relationship and bond with other individuals to even to do it. That's how it is a requirement, right? And so I put these things up between men and women because I can't really speak for all the other types of genders if we're talking about that, because I don't identify with those, and I don't really understand them, so I can't really talk about them. But I can only talk about the ones that I know, right? And knowing the ones that I know, that is the foundational building blocks to all successful societies, is the relationship between man and woman. And as long as the relationship between man and woman is broken, the rest of society crumbles, and that's what we're seeing in real time. We're seeing our society in America, crumble. So the whole point of all the spiritual work is to improve self, and the evidence that you are improving self is the way that you're able to interact, intermingle, and connect with the people closest to you, especially those that you find yourself in a intimate partnership with. So that's why we everything. Why I talk about that so much, because it's all centered around that. At the end of the day, that's the whole point. We have to all of the skills and tools are used for a purpose, and that is one of the major purposes. Unreal elements, right? Levels. You talking about after the first foundation of definition of the word honesty? Yeah, Big G coach. After the first, the first piece, Oya, the first foundation is just being honest about what you already know. And then the next level is being honest about the new things that you know. And the more that you know, the more you continue to be honest about the new things that you learn, right? For instance, there's a lot of historians, there's a lot of scientists, right? A lot of mathematicians who, when new world-changing information comes into play that does not align with traditional science or mathematics or medicines or whatever, when it breaks away from the old traditional ways, they fight against it. They try to bury it. They try to write it off, right? Because they were honest about what they have learned, about the traditional things that they learned. But when brand new, crazy, world flipping information comes into place, they stop being honest about the new information. They just want to continue to only be honest within the information that they originally learned and understood, right? So the next level is when new information is brought in, to be honest about that new information, like the information that you could say that Terrence Howard has brought into the fold, into the science and mathematical community in the metaphysical and quantum fields. It is important for credible doctors, PhDs, and what have you are honest about the new information, right? Instead of trying to fight it because they want to hold on to whatever it is they're trying to hold on to, whether it be their status or their money connections, or just to the comfort that they have reached with the old information. Jadiquez, how are you all doing on this lovely day, on this lovely night? We are doing well. Big G, I know the theoretical definition about never known the partial, what's IRL? I don't know what IRL is. IRL experience of it.
In real life.
Oh, in real life, okay. The practical in real life experience of it. Shay, I guess we're still talking about the honesty part, right? Yeah, but that's how that works. Shay, it's Alana. So I cannot know what honesty is, therefore cannot apply it to myself. Well, as I was saying, Big G, there's levels to the honesty. So you should know what honesty at least is for yourself, right? And you can still use that honesty to gauge other people's honesty as well, right? But the honesty is just about being truthful about the information and the knowledge and understandings that you already have. But if you are purposely trying to ignore that information, if you're purposely trying to pretend it doesn't exist, or it doesn't mean this, or it doesn't represent that, if you're purposely trying to create a story that does not coincide with the knowledge and information and understandings that you know, then you're being dishonest. That's all. But as long as you are in coherence with that understanding, even if you are wrong in your understanding, but if you believe you're correct, then you're still being honest, and you're still being honest with yourself. As long as you believe completely that you are correct in what it is that you are promoting, or supporting, or expressing, then you are being honest. Then you are being honest, right? My Big G coach says, but how can I trust again if I know the definition of it but never experienced it? Okay, so then now you're talking about other people. Well, that's part of the honesty part. Because you got to be honest with self, right, before you be honest about with anybody else. So you got to be honest with self. And in your honesty, if you come to the conclusion that other people cannot be trusted, then other people cannot be trusted. If you can't see any other, if you have no other understanding, and based off of what you have experienced, and based off of what you have studied, and based off what you've seen, and based off what you believe that you know, if that is your conclusion that you can't really trust anyone else, then that's you being honest with yourself. That is your honest assessment. That is your honest conclusion. But if you're ignoring other pieces of information that may say the opposite because you want to stick to what you currently believe in, you want to stick to not trusting, but you know there's other information that might say otherwise, then you're being dishonest with yourself. So, I'm not telling you that trusting or not trusting other people is wrong or right, or is honest or dishonest. I'm saying, choosing to trust or not trust based off of what you truly know and what you believe that you fully know and understand, right? If you truly believe they cannot be trusted, then that is your honest belief, and that is you are being honest with yourself. Big G says, if I am so, what is that?
Mechanically.
Oh, mechanically. Okay, missing the H. Mechanically brain wired by painful experiences of every kind of learnings that I cannot humanize my actions. Okay, so then the honesty part would be, in this case, you may say that, in all honesty, the reason why you cannot maybe trust or have trouble trusting others is because of, this trauma or this pain or this damage from the past, right? And maybe you might believe I don't know exactly what you're believing, but maybe you might believe that you should be able to trust people, but you're just having a hard time trusting because of the pain and damage. Then the honesty with yourself would be, in this case, that one day I will be able to trust if I overcome this pain and this damage, right? But honesty does not mean healing. That's not the same thing. Honesty helps you to heal. It does not mean you will heal today, no matter how honest you are with yourself. It doesn't just guarantee that, I'm going to be healed today. Like, no, it just helps you on the way to healing. Peace, love, Nisha, comes from fear. I understand. Big G, I did the other way around. I try to be honest with people with love before loving. Being honest with myself. Okay, so I'm guessing you say you tried to be honest with people and were not honest with yourself. Okay, well then, you know, well, that you're being honest with yourself now by saying that, right? So it sounds like you're on the right path to me. Shay, it's Alana. Have fun at your occupation. That's what's today? Facebook Friday. All right. I would say the hardest thing, and I've told other people this, the hardest thing for people to be is honest with themselves. Right? And me, I'm always trying to be honest with myself, and I'm always trying to grow my honesty as well. Peace, bro. What's going on?
Hey, brother. I just cashed out you guys like as I was like I wasn't on Instagram for a second, right? And then I came back on the app, and then I just saw that it was like going right now, and I was like, oh snap.
Yes, sir.
I just went back and forth. Hey, Crystal.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. So I wanted to join the raffle too, just to see like what's in there. What you guys got? Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see. I got you. Yeah, we got your love offering right here.
Like right there was crazy. Like I left the app literally like that's crazy. I wasn't even prepared. Just dropped me right into it. It's crazy.
It's all it's all divine.
I wanted to talk about what's been going on, and I wanted to ask you guys a few things before like you do the cleanse too about like the energies that's going on.
All right.
So I asked Crystalline a few times, or not a few times, but I watched when she talks on the live, like, and there's information about like astrology and stuff. I always have questions about that because I be thinking like, you know, a lot of the outside things. Like right now, I'm like in the phase where it's like I'm trying to control like the inside of myself, so like the outside reflects in the right way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to understand how big like the outside gets when it comes to like, okay, this is your zodiac and stuff like that. So these certain characteristics or patterns, you know, happen, or you may believe in certain things like this, or you have these attachments to these things. I'm also Scorpio, so like I'm watching like myself like be like kind of like flip the coin of like my fate and direction of where I'm going. Like oh, you're good, then no, you're not good. Oh, like you're listening to yourself like say the things like you. Like when I'm working on myself, listen to stuff like I don't want to hear, right? But then I'm like, okay, wait, that's not a bad thing, because like you're only hearing that and like feeling that way about it because like that's something you want to change or fix. Like if somebody isn't confident like with their weight or something, they're gonna say, oh, I look this way, or I feel this way. But like you're only hearing that because you truly want, or you know you deserve better, better than what you're giving yourself. You know what I mean? So like I'm just watching, and that's just an example, but like I'm just watching that in like different ways and different things in life. Like I do have like a lot of things I'm trying to do, and like for this new season, things happen, like really like put it out and like I said, reflect in real time, like in the physical world. So it's like I'm just trying to like decipher inside first and just working my way through to get outside.
Got you. Well, yeah, you know, you gotta well, to understand, you know, the inside, one of the ways is through one of the major ways is through learning your zodiac chart, right? Your birth chart. Right. So and that's going to give you, on one side, it's going to give you your personality type of energies, your abilities and skills and things like that. But it's also going to give you some of your like karmic energy as well, meaning things that you will experience and how you will perceive and how you will be perceived, right? So there's that, as well as there's the cosmology chart, which deals with like the original tarot cards, which is the 52 card, you know, deck that people play like blackjack with and spades and stuff like that. There's that birth chart as well.
Actually, two things about what you said. Like, actually, like it's funny because like Crystalline, when she was saying like, you know, what you were like you know what's going on. Is like I can't pretend I'm not. So like I kind of want to say this. The thing that you said about karma, like certain things that like I know I need to work on inside, kind of like in real life. Like my mom, she has a film. She's a director. She has like a film company. It's called Good Karma, and she, she literally has that on her. So that like is a physical thing, like or a lesson that's like revolves in my real life. And then you said the spades. I mean, I don't mean to get too personal, but like I had a grandpa, like he used to play cards a lot like that, and then other family members like that would join in, and even I have memories of playing with him before. So it's like my lessons kind of revolve physically in a way. It's weird, like in a way, like I would be thinking about like, oh, like just my inside, or like giving myself the right stuff like that, and then randomly it's mango season or something like that. You know, like you know what I mean? It's like a relationship. It's like I'm talking like, and it's like happening really fast, but it's like I'm kind of not catching it, but catching it at the same time. It's weird. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what happens when you are waking up, right? Because when you're asleep, in a sense, you know, you're stuck in time. Everything's based off of time. But as you start to wake up, you know, time starts to become less and less real, and it starts to get weird in the way that you experience your existence. Because what you're doing is you are starting to experience multiple realities. Multiple realities. So what happens is, you know, it's like you have this movie playing, but then there's another movie playing that's very similar to this one, but slightly different. And then there's another movie playing that's similar, but a little, and like each movie that's playing is a little bit more different, right? And the more awake you become, the more your consciousness starts to shift throughout these different movies. And it gets confusing because you don't know what you're experiencing, because you don't realize what you're doing. You're actually shifting through these realities. And that's why it's, you know, throwing you off.
You work at a movie theater.
Okay, I gotta say another two things. Okay, one thing. One time I had did a reading with Crystalline, and she had told me I had the imprisonment card. One thing I want to say about that, and I think everybody should take from this, and what I'm taking for myself as I'm going through these things, like what I'm talking about, is that whatever card you're dealt with, literally, physically, spiritually, whatever it is, you could literally make that your superpower. Like I look at you guys, like Crystalline, brother, like the Duüblè, like everybody. This guy named Bashar, he does some channeling, like everybody that like is really that I see that gives like that knowledge and stuff like that as superheroes. Like I like, bro, like it's cool to talk to them. It's cool to learn things from them, you know. So I feel like that imprisonment thing, and me just realizing them things, and like you just talking to me, and me just feeling the need to talk, like that excitement is like it's a good thing and or bad, whatever you make it. So the thing about what you were saying about the movies, I'm like, bro, like this is happening right now for real, because I work at a movie theater and I'm a server, and I go to different movie theaters. Like I'll go over here to like theater one, you got Deadpool, Wolverine playing, then you go over here, you got this kid movie playing like Inside Out. That movie really hits my subconscious, like Inside Out, if you know about that movie.
I want to
like,
watch it.
Just going, I didn't really do that in real life. So it's like you saying it to me, like it's really, it's like it's a lot, but it's like I know I'm supposed to be able to be prepared for it. It's just really, really like when we was doing that the exercise, like that bubble for me was really big. That's what I'm saying. So it's like like I talk like I'm catching a lot as we go. Every moment it's like it feels like a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now we're going to the clearing part. We're going to the clearing part here, right? Go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. One more deep breath. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to envision inside of your mind yourself dressed in all white. And next to you, another version of yourself dressed in all black. And then in a circle around you, you have 7 different versions of you. One dressed in all red, another in all orange, another in all yellow, another in all green, another in all teal, another in all blue, another in all purple. And these 7 start to dance in a circle around you with their arms going up and down and doing different symbols as almost like an Egyptian type of style. And the black and white version of you are facing each other. And they're doing like a martial arts dance with each other. And as one moves, the other one moves in sequence, in coherence with each other, like a reflection. A fight that neither one are able to hit each other because they are the same being, just on the other side. And they begin to dance and they begin to move until they now run into the red version of you, and the red version of you joins the dance with the black and the white as all 3 of you begin this fighting dance until they run into the orange, and the orange joins the dance fight, and then the yellow starts to chime in with its punches and kicks, all moving in tandem, no one truly hitting each other, until you run into the green, and the green starts to join the fight, till you run into the teal, and the teal starts to make his movements inside of the battle dance, until the blue starts to now interweave his combat skills into the fray. And then finally the purple joins in, and now all 9 energies are dancing and swinging and kicking and punching, but everyone's blocking, everyone's moving, everyone's working together. And then on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, they all stop in place. And they all stand up straight. And they all bring their hands together. And they all bow to each other. All coming to an understanding that you are me and I am you, and we are all the same. All these different sides of self are just self, and there is no need to fight, because the fight was never really a fight. The fight was merely a dance. And in that dance, we are learning about self, activating self, expressing self, and growing self. And now they all come together into one being. And that being now is dressed in all gold. And this being looks at you eye to eye. And it bows to you. And with this we say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done. And now you take a deep breath. And now you may open your eyes. How do you feel?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Real quick. Wow. I don't know how you do that, but it's like, I don't know how, like, I saw a video not too long ago that was like, oh, like realities, like in general, is just like all of our ideas of it just hitting like different mirrors from everything like we see and stuff like that. So it's like, how are you able to like tap in like that? You know, like last time you had told me that, like, to imagine like the embodiment of like an angel, like me having wings and a shield and sword, right? And like being able to protect the ones I love, and like, you know, I guess the sword was like to use like the actual power of that, like against whatever it is. And now this time with the different versions, and like the fact that you like picked up on the dancing and like that's just so me. Like it's really spot on. Like I know it's me looking at that, but it's like a part of me also was like trying to understand and see that, like, okay, like if you can see that like yourself with like doing that with me, is like there's a bigger thing that's like I'm just trying to grasp it. Like I feel like that's what I do every time I ask you questions. Like I'm trying to like get closer to that. You know what I mean? Because like that answer and stuff, or the fighting stuff, like is really connected to like how I like music, how I like to act like I'm performing and moving around, how I like action and fighting games and stuff like it's just like everything, not just the things I like, but just everything. And the fact that we're not hitting each other in one, like that's really, really me, you know, working on grasping that.
Yeah, that just all comes from trust. I trust myself enough to do it. I trust myself enough to do it. I trust myself enough to learn it. I trust myself enough to grow it, to expand it. I trust myself enough to understand it on a deeper levels, to study different people and different methods, and to pay attention to what I experience and take those experiences as my lessons and not just random, points in time, right? But it all comes down to trust, as the gentleman on the Big G coaching was talking about earlier, where he was more fixated on, if it is a he was more fixated on the trusting of others, but really the true trust the most important trust is, do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself, right? And do you trust yourself to not only believe in what you do know, but do you also trust yourself to understand what you don't know? Do you trust yourself to admit that you lack in an area, or that you are insufficient in certain areas, or that you could be better? And do you trust yourself to believe that you are capable in certain areas as well? So it's all centered around how much you trust, yourself.
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. That left me with a lot of answers. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm glad I could help you. And we will see you on the live.
All right, then. Peace. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Peace. All right, what should I first? The live or
Guys.
Shay. And just to quickly answer Big G's last questions. Everything I do is calculated, since I am wired by pain, but still be living in love. Only big as your beliefs, self-limited imagination. Yeah, that is part of it, as far as, self-limiting beliefs and imagination. That plays a role. That is not the end all be all, because there is a natural cap on our reality. But as far as the calculations, see, that's the thing. I'm a very calculative person as well. So then what you have to do is improve your calculations. And what happens is the better you become at your calculations, the faster you calculate. And the faster you calculate, the smoother that you experience those calculations, and the smooth that other people experience those calculations, to where it doesn't seem like you're calculating at all once you get fast enough, right? So that's like, with the with King
Congo.
or Kong, was it Kong? Was it King Kong? I'll say King Kong. King Von, something Von. When he was damn, I forgot what I was talking about now. Forgot where I was going. But the calculations, right? You just it's you take the cards that are dealt and you make them your superpower. You make them your superpower. That's what he had mentioned on the live, the face to face. So I've always been a thinker, and I was an overthinker, and then I learned how to take that overthinking and turn it into my superpower. It was a weakness when I was younger. I would get in my own head and get in my own way, and then I turned it into a power, into a gift. Ashe. So, yes, peace and have a restful night to you, Obo. Hi, boy. Yes, agree, says Ebony. So, looks like that's everyone there. So we'll say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika. It is done.